Speaker, kwa fursa umenipa ili kuchangia hii hoja ya kifo cha Albert Ojang. Albert Ojang alikuwa ni mwalimu ambaye alifundisha shule moja inaitwa Kituma kule Burawad, Taita Taveta, na mtu ambaye nilimfahamu. Mheshimiwa Speaker, nimehuzunika sana kwa kifo, kwa sababu Albert Ojang vile tumeambiwa ni kwamba alikuwa mtoto peke yake katika hiyo familia, na najua baba yake alikuwa ni maskini vile tumeona katika vyombo vya habari, na alitegemewa na babake na wazazi wake ili abadilishe maisha ya ile familia. Mheshimiwa Speaker, ni jambo la kutamausha na kuhuzunisha sana, kwa sababu alibeba kutoka Homa Bay na kuja mpaka police station huku Nairobi, kama hakuna vituo vya polisi kule Homa Bay. Na Mheshimiwa Speaker, ni jambo la kuhuzunisha ya kwamba asasi za usalama zinatumika ili kunyamazisha Wakenya kwa sababu ya kuongea ukweli. Mheshimiwa Speaker, kama mambo hayaendi vyema ama hayaendi sawa, watu lazima wawe na uhuru wa kuongea. Mheshimiwa Speaker, tusirudishwe miaka ya zamani Mheshimiwa Speaker, kwa sababu sasa tumeenda mbali sana. Na Mheshimiwa Speaker, zamani nakumbuka wakati wa miaka ya 90 ilikuwa ukiongea ulikuwa unaangalia nyuma, na hata mkiwa kwa nyumba mnasema kwamba kuta zina masikio, kwa sababu kulikuwa na kila mahali watu ambao walikuwa wanaitwa maspai. Mheshimiwa Speaker, hatutaki kurudi hayo maeneo. Mheshimiwa Speaker, ni lazima uchunguzi ufanywe vizuri. Mheshimiwa Speaker, katika hii nyumba nilileta statement Mheshimiwa Speaker, ambayo haijapata suluhu bado, haijapata majibu bado, ya mtu ambaye aliuawa kule kwetu Veruga ndani ya mikono ya polisi akiwa seli. Mheshimiwa Speaker, Mwangoji wameeliza aliuawa pia, na mpaka saa hizi Mheshimiwa Speaker, kamati husika haijaleta ripoti kamili, na ningependa kushinikiza Mheshimiwa Speaker kwamba hiyo ripoti iletwe ili tujue Mwangoji alifanya nini, alifanya makosa gani, na ni kitendo gani kilifanywa na wale polisi ili yeye kufa katika mikono ya polisi. Mheshimiwa Speaker, lazima hili swala liangaliwe kwa undani, lakini Mheshimiwa Speaker, ningependa kusema Wakenya wasinyamaze wakati kuna mambo ya wakashifu, kwa sababu ni haki yao ya kuongea, na ni haki yao baada ya wameongea walindwe. Si kusema kwamba ukiongea ukweli kwamba hautalindwa. Mheshimiwa Speaker, lazima Kenya turudi na tujue kwamba tuko na katiba mpya ambayo inalinda kila Mkenya. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Speaker, kulikuwa na nguvu na uwezo wa Albert kupelekwa kotini, mwalimu Albert kupelekwa kotini na kufungulia mashtaka, si kumua Albert ndani ya jela. Mheshimiwa Speaker, kwa hayo machache Mheshimiwa Speaker, na
Senator for Meru County, Senator Kathure.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, also for this opportunity to give my condolences to this young soul, which you have lost in a very, very cruel circumstances, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Kenya is bleeding this afternoon since we learned the death of Albert. And Mr. Speaker, as my colleagues have clearly put it, the Committee on Security of this House, let us lead by example. Chair Fatuma Nduro should suspend any other activity that they have for this week. Now I'm speaking as the chair of the Liaison Committee with the powers bestowed to me by the committee and the standing orders. No. That is why, Honorable Speaker, when we have matters such as matter as this, at least the chair or the vice chair should be recording notes of what the members are saying, so that whatever they do in the committees, they will get input from the members, the senators. What we are saying here, we are not just talking in vain, but they should be here to take notes, so that when they meet the IG of police and anybody else, they have facts and issues that they should raise with them. I don't want to communicate to you directly, Senator Nduro, but thank you for coming back, because what we are discussing is a matter of national importance that needs a lot of attention. So I was saying that maybe this week you should suspend any other activity that you have as a committee and deal with this matter perpendicularly. How I wish that all these police commanders the IG and all those people involved that will summon, including the CS, can appear before the plenary. Not even to your committee, but before the plenary, so that we can ask serious questions that maybe the 9 of you might be able not to handle. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, today I'm very sad indeed that just the other day from Homa Bay County, we lost a member of parliament. Again, from Homa Bay County, we have lost a very young man who maybe could have aspired to become the member of parliament for Kasipuru Kabondo. So, Mr. Speaker, I think this is a matter that needs a lot of attention. It is an afternoon that we really need, not even to talk about parties. Whether there is an agreement, coalition agreement, or broad-based agreement or not, no Kenyan should die in a political cell. So don't tell us about the agreements on political parties. No, we are talking of a Kenyan, a young man who has passed on. So let's forget about the parties. Forget about whether I'm in UDA or not. UDA also condemns with the strongest terms possible this death of this young man. I'm a very senior member of UDA, and personally, I'm not happy that this guy, I don't mind. So, Mr. Speaker, let me...
Senator Hamida.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is sad, indeed, Mr. Speaker. I am deeply saddened by Albert's death. Mr. Speaker, when we talk about, I'm sure all of us will be talking about Albert's death, Albert's soul to rest in peace. And I'm just wondering, is his soul going to rest in peace really? After all what happened? Did he really deserve what happened to him? Freedom of expression, Mr. Speaker, must never be a death sentence. It shouldn't. And you can imagine a young life that has been lost. It is sad indeed. We call for a thorough investigation, Mr. Speaker. Albert's voice should not be silenced. I feel strongly, and I really appeal for justice, Mr. Speaker. The OCS, I hear the OCS has been interdicted, but does that mean anything? Does it really mean anything? He has just been, the story remains the same. It is sad indeed. It is devastating for this loss of a young life. Mr. Speaker, I feel that, let us just stand by justice. It is painful, Mr. Speaker, as I speak. I don't have words for such. For someone just to be in a cell and died suddenly, with a lot of story and banging his head. I feel, the story does not add up in any way, Mr. Speaker. By justice delayed, Mr. Speaker, we say it's justice denied. Can this story, like we said, can it be done as soon as possible? Can it be tomorrow, not even if not today, Mr. Speaker? I stand with the family, and I feel the pain, and we hope that his soul is going to rest in peace only after the justice has been done. I feel my heart goes to the family of Albert, Mr. Speaker. I support my colleagues. Mr. Speaker, seriously, I don't know. I am so deeply saddened. I feel so pained that I don't know how to express myself in this one, Mr. Speaker. May his family have strength and comfort, go through strength and comfort during this time for the loss of their son. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Abbas.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, first and foremost, I want to join my colleagues to send condolences to the family of Albert Ojang and the people of Homa Bay. Honorable Speaker, it's a very unfortunate situation that today we have lost a very young man at the age of, I think, 28, 29 years old, who was a teacher in this country. Honorable Speaker, it's very unfortunate. Albert was driven all the way from Homa Bay, 350 kilometers. In Homa Bay, we have police stations, we have courts, we have high courts. I don't know why this man was driven all the way, the late up to Nairobi. That means somebody was ready to see him finished or dead. Honorable Speaker, those who are intellected, the officers that are intellected, are today denying that some of them are not in opposition. I mean, are not even on duty. And therefore, it means there is something hidden in this place. And it's over 20, I think since this government took over, 20 Kenyans died in police cells. That is where we were supposed to run to, where people have to seek security. But unfortunately, the way we lost young ones in the police cells is very unfortunate, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think the Kenyan police won't see this country go into chaos. I think they won't see this government fails. Because every day we're hearing people are being killed and being shot. The police, I think, are going slow to show the world that they won't see the current government is not in support of their life or whatever. I don't know what's the problem. However, my Honorable Speaker, if this has happened, I think the highest leader of the security must resign in this country. That is the minister, the PS, and the CIG should all resign to show that this matter must stop. Not only suspending police officers who are very junior officers. Honorable Speaker, if the government feels they cannot tolerate comments, this guy only tweeted something, then these social things like TikTok and WhatsApp, this should be banned in this country now instead of killing young men. I think that's the only best way. If you cannot tolerate comments, then they should buy the social ethics. Honorable Speaker, finally, I want to request you, in solidarity with the family, through you, Honorable Speaker, this House will observe 1 minute silence in support of the family. Thank you so much.
Senator Onyonka Richard.
Mr. Speaker, I, with a lot of humility, accept the possibility that you have allowed me to vent on this matter. And I want my colleagues in this House to listen to me carefully. I have frequently been on public saying that we need to stop killing our children, that we must accept that we are the ones as adults in the House who've been messing up in this republic. Mr. Speaker, I have listened to all of us discuss in this House, and I hear everybody saying, no, let us make sure that this guy is arrested and all. What was Ojang discussing that made this man kill him? It's corruption. The reason this young man was killed, he said the police service receives close to 56 billion shillings every year. This is the story. This is the big thing in this House. But we are talking about, Ojang is killed, we need to arrest. This country of ours has to be fixed. And you are the people to fix it. And you are refusing to fix it. Because we are part and parcel of the mess of our country. And when we are discussing this thing, you politicize them. You say, it's broad-based. It is all about those people are the ones who are on the other side. When this thing collapses, all of you will be in the same boat, I tell you. You will hang separately. Because you are the people betraying this republic. The police officers are a consequence of our failure. That is the reality. We have refused to accept that we can fix this country, that we can work together, that we don't have to be tribal, that we can actually act as adults. But we behave like children when everybody outside is crying, saying, where are the adults in the House? I beg you people, let us sit and fix our country. What you see happening to Ojang is a consequence of a failed system. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Chute.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwanza nachukua nafasi hii kuombeleza familia, marafiki na watu ya Homa Bay kwa kifo ya Albert Ojwang ambaye alikuwa na miaka 31. Mheshimiwa Spika, leo ukiendesha gari ukikimbizwa na wakora, mahali utaenda kwanza kukimbilia uokoe maisha yako ni police station. Mheshimiwa Spika, sasa ukienda police station ya Kenya na utauawa, ukikimbizwa na wezi utaenda wapi? Hauna mahali pa kwenda, kwa sababu mahali unakimbizwa iko kifo, mahali unaenda pia iko kifo. Hiyo ndio maisha tuko nayo leo. Mheshimiwa Spika, askari iko Kenya ni 1,108 askari polisi na askari ya utawala. Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi nikisimama hapa nikiwakilisha Marsabit, sitaki kulaumu polisi wote. Siku 5 iliyopita mahali naitwa Loyangalani Electorokana, Marsabit County, watu 4 waliuawa. Napeana pole kwa hiyo familia. Kama polisi wanaitwa QRU, Quick Response Unit, hawajafika huko, saa hizi watu karibu 100 wamekufa. Nataka kupongeza polisi vile walifanya kazi hapo. Mheshimiwa Spika, miaka ya 1990 leo Governor Orengo alikuja mbele yetu. Yeye alikuwa juu ya Toyota Stout akitafuta constitution mpya. Na kama siku angekufa, hiyo constitution hatungepata. Kwa hivyo ni mzuri serikali ivumilie kelele ya wananchi na Gen Z. Mheshimiwa Spika, nataka kusema hivi. Kuna watu wanasema kuna broad based government na wanataka kulaumu Rais Mheshimiwa Ruto. Kama wewe uko kwa hiyo serikali, kwa nini unalaumu Ruto? Wewe umeingia kwa serikali, uko ndani, kwa nini unasema Ruto, Ruto, Ruto? Si ufanya kitu hata wewe, kwa sababu umeingia kwa serikali, umepatiwa waziri, umepatiwa pesa, umepatiwa kitu mnataka hizo zote mnapata. Usikae huko ndani halafu unajifanya kama uko nje. Ukiona mambo mabaya unalaumu serikali. Ukiona mambo mazuri unasema tuko kwa serikali. Waacha ku double deal. Kaa ndani ama kaa nje. Ukikaa ndani waacha kulaumu serikali. Wewe fanya kazi hiyo. Unasema rais anafanya
Senator Catherine.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity to speak. Speaker, this matter is grave. And this matter is painful for those of us who are mothers. Albert was about the age of my son, and Albert shares a name with my husband. And I have just learned Albert is a young man I have worked with when I served as chair of the ODM Elections Board. Mr. Speaker, what has happened is serious. And in my view, if not taken seriously, it may very well be the last straw. And I think we need to take this seriously. And honorable colleagues, even as we commend, even as we plan, Honorable Speaker, can you ask Omtata and Kajuang to tone their voices? Even as we plan to call the IG, honorable colleagues, I want to ask you, is IG capable of investigating this case? I don't think he's capable of investigating this case. Mr. Speaker, I think the DIG need to do this country a favor. He needs to resign. As the first step of showing respect to the family of Albert Ojang, the DIG needs to resign. He doesn't even need to go through the process of being fired. Mr. Speaker, secondly, I don't think the IG is capable of investigating this case because it is his number 2 who was supposed to be a complainant over a freedom of expression issue. I'm asking that we consider this matter being guided as an inquest, so that somebody other than the IG or the DIG deals with this matter. And I'm asking colleagues to put their heads together to seriously consider, so that we can get justice for this family. And for those of you who are close to the president, please give him this advice. This may very well be the last straw in this country. I think it is sad for this family. No, I'm not threatening anybody. It is sad for this nation, and it is painful. Anybody who is a mother, anybody who is a father feels that this is not acceptable.
Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm being disrupted by my cousin, Senator Sifuna. Mr. Speaker, if the tears of the father of Albert Ojwang do not prick the concerns of the members of this House, Honorable Speaker, I do not understand what will ever prick our concerns. Honorable Speaker, I must also inform the House that I went to school with Albert Ojwang at one university. When I graduated in 2017, he was a first year. Mr. Speaker, how fragile are the egos of the people who have been tasked with the security apparatus of this republic, that a person of the stature of the Deputy Inspector General, who has a training, and I've seen that he has a master's in counter-terrorism, a man who is trained to deal with terrorists, cannot deal with just a Facebook post, Honorable Speaker, that he had to send for this young man on a weekend. Mr. Speaker, there is no record that Albert Ojwang was summoned to appear in any police station and he said no. He was being arrested on a weekend. His parents were there, actually, Mr. Speaker. Their father was coming to Nairobi with the title to come and secure the bond or the bail of his son, only to be given the body of his son in a body bag, Honorable Speaker. I am wondering, Honorable Speaker, even as we speak about the people we are speaking about, Mr. Speaker, did you actually see that the complainant in this particular case, DIG Eliud Lagat, was standing behind the Inspector General of Police when they are saying that they are starting the investigation, Honorable Speaker? How would a person whom, in my opinion, is the lead suspect in the murder of Ojwang be standing right behind the people who are expected to investigate, Honorable Speaker? Mr. Speaker, number two, I also would wonder how cold and how heartless is the heart of the president, that to this minute, he has not even issued a condolences. Everything is running on in the country like nothing has happened, Honorable Speaker. We have not even seen the condolence message of the Minister of Interior. If the president wants the young people to actually believe that he loves them, as he has been saying, Honorable Speaker, he must crack the whip on this person, Eliud Lagat. And I would ask, Mr. Speaker, who is this person that is protecting Eliud Lagat? How powerful is Eliud Lagat that he has or can commit a crime of this magnitude, Honorable Speaker, and continue serving as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Honorable Speaker? Even as we require them to come to the House, him should have done this country a favor by resigning. In a democracy that is working, Honorable Speaker, Eliud Lagat cannot and should not be serving as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Honorable Speaker. Finally, the life of Ojwang is as important as the life of Ongondowere, Honorable Speaker. In 2 days, the PS for Internal Interior was giving an update of what has happened, including the arrest of suspects.
Senator Isaboy.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kunipa fursa hii na mimi pia niweze kuchangia. Mheshimiwa Spika, kwanza natoa risala za rambirambi kwa familia ya Albert kwa niaba yangu na watu wa Kwale County kwa kifo chake, kijana mdogo sana mwenye umri ambao takriban miaka 25 na kuendea. Ni jambo la kusikitisha sana kwa sababu huyu kijana ambaye alikuwa akisomea huko Pwani University akamaliza. Baba yake alikuwa ni mtu wa kufanya kazi katika timbo za mawe kumsomesha mtoto wake na akahitimu akapata kazi na sasa amekuwa mwalimu huko. Lakini kisanga hichi kilipotokea, ulimwengu mzima na nchi nzima ya Kenya imehuzunika kuhusu kijana huyu, kifo chake. Yangu ni kusema tu uchunguzi ufanyike na haki ipatikane kwa familia yake, na wale waliohusika sheria ichukuliwe mkononi mwake. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Senator Veronica.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I want to also thank Senator Eddy for bringing this very important statement before the floor of this House. Honorable Speaker, I want to believe this is a dream. I have never imagined in my whole life, even as a trained advocate, that an accused person, accused of a misdemeanor, not a felony, not a category of an offense, which is so serious, and there would not be even a justification for any suspect charged with a serious offense to be killed within the precincts of a police station. I want to believe it's a dream that Albert was actually picked by persons who identified themselves as police officers, picked from his home, handed over to the hands of police officers by his parents, and the parents knew they are following him behind to help him and assist him secure a bond so that he can stand trial. And he's taken to a police station, Honorable Speaker, and after a few hours, Albert dies from head injuries, neck compression, multiple soft tissue trauma, and pathologist has ruled out self-inflicted injuries. I think it is very sad, and I must admit it must not happen to anybody within the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, the other day, Boniface Mwangi, the activist who went to Tanzania, together with his friends, people sometimes whom we don't even support, were tortured in Tanzania. And Kenyans were up in arms because of how the police in Tanzania behaved. How much more, Honorable Speaker, when Kenya is the lead in matters democracy, in matters of expression, political expression, how much more responsibility must the police take to deal with suspects within the constitutional parameters that they are given in the Republic of Kenya? I just want to take one moment, because I have worked in a police reform program with the Laikipia University, where we were introducing human rights to the police, that any time an accused person is arrested, they have rights under the Constitution. The Bill of Rights defends them, and I want to condemn in the strongest terms possible the killing of Albert Ojang within the precincts of a police cell. It's embarrassing, and whoever did it is actually sabotaging the government of the day. It is very wrong, Honorable Speaker, and action must be taken, exhaustive investigations carried out, and whoever is culpable must be held liable. Let IPOA now do its work, and we are looking out, Honorable Speaker, to see that IPOA for once can hold police officers, Honorable Speaker, responsible for any.
Senator Beatrice Akinyi.
Honorable Speaker, a country that kills its young people is a country that kills its future. Honorable Speaker, just the last 1 week, I was here as a proud leader from Homa Bay County. And Honorable Speaker, I shared with this House our happiness from the celebration of Madaraka in Homa Bay County. But this morning, Honorable Speaker, I asked myself, was this the celebration we had in Homa Bay County on the 1st of June, Honorable Speaker? Is this the aftermath of what we've gotten from that celebration? Honorable Speaker, even all the developments we counted and I counted here is not equal to the life of one young man called Albert Omondi. Honorable Speaker, this morning as I was having breakfast, just a brief breakfast with my son, I saw a young man shed tears over this death, Honorable Speaker. And my son preciously asked me, Mom, why do we as a country make 2 steps ahead and then we make 5 steps going back? Honorable Speaker, I want to ask the President that, Mr. President, who is this who is keen on tarnishing the image of this country. Are you not able to deal with that person? And Honorable Speaker, I've heard a number of politicians make statements since the death of Albert, and a number of them are sorting themselves across the board. I want to tell them, Mr. Speaker, sir, that over this, keep your sentiments away because a life has been lost. Yes. Honorable Speaker, I speak as a parent. Why are we on some of these seats, including any seat anybody has, if we cannot face such challenges? Honorable Speaker, let us allow our young people to grow. If you cannot fathom any challenge, Honorable Speaker, don't go for any seat. But the President must just address this, Honorable Speaker. I think it is by design that after the celebration of Madaraka in Homa Bay, somebody wants us to just shed some darkness in this country. Honorable Speaker, let us move forward. We have been told of a young man who could have committed suicide. This is the only country where we saw a...
Senator Karungo Tsangwa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm equally sad, Mr. Speaker, as we discuss this issue of